Keisha Gardner.
I'm a Jamian Gardner.
And we have been married for 11 years.
And how many months?
And some months.
What year did we get married?
2005. So
we're coming up on 12 years. And this is the story of our first official date. I'm gonna attempt to remember to the best of my abilities some of the details from Keisha and I's first date, which was 2001, October of 2001, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
We went to the Alicia Keys and Maxwell concert, and it was in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I can still remember it like it was yesterday.
The first thing I remember about that night is actually getting a call from her. I'm not a big concert person whatsoever. Matter of fact, this was the first concert that I had ever attended.
We weren't dating at the time, and my roommate and I, we knew we wanted to go to the concert, and she had a date, but I didn't. But I knew that J-Mo and I had been spending some time together over the summer, and he was just the perfect fit to be my date.
I worked in Marshall, Michigan, so I was driving home from work, and my cell phone rings, and at that time it was I think it was a StarTAC flip phone.
Wow.
So I answered my phone. It's Keisha on the other line. We had been hanging out and just kind of being friends.
We just had about a good 5 seconds of just casual conversation. Hey, how you doing? And then I just asked him. I asked him if he wanted to go to the Alicia Keys and Maxwell concert in Grand Rapids, and
I jumped at the chance to say yes. You know, I would go. Like I said, I'm not a big concert buff. This was the first time I had ever been to a concert, and so I was just happy that she asked me, and I had been actually talking to my roommates, trying to figure out a way that I could get her number.
I remember he showed up, he had on a black turtleneck and some jeans.
I still remember what she had on. It was like a sequence gold top and some, I think, like khaki colored pants. And she was just looking stunning.
But it was just a really fun evening at the concert. It was just a fun time with really no pressure of anything. It was just two people enjoying each other, enjoying the concert, and having a great time.
Probably the funniest thing from this entire experience is that our first date culminated with cheeseburgers at McDonald's in the drive-thru.
We ended up going through the drive-thru at McDonald's. As crazy as that may sound, it was actually the best dinner date ever after a concert.
We began to talk a little bit more intimately about next steps. And so I kind of professed to her how I had been feeling her and how I wanted to do something different than just be friends. And so at that point in time, she talked about some relationships that she had been in and how she had pretty much put some walls up and she wasn't ready for anything serious. And so I remember distinctly telling her I was gonna be the one to break her walls down, and I wasn't gonna give up, and we would have to go as slow as she needed to in order for me to get my shot.
It just solidified for me that he was a great guy, and if nothing else came out of that date, we were gonna be really good friends.
Looking back at all of the peaks and valleys and different things that we've gone through in our relationship, into marriage and to being parents of 3 beautiful children, cheeseburgers was the first dinner we had, and Maxwell and Alicia Keys was the first concert that I went to, and our first date that we enjoyed together.
We're the Gardners,
and you've just watched Precision 14 Days of Love.
We're the Gardners, and you have just...
Is it you watching or you have just watched?
You have just watched.
You have just watched what?
Precision.
Precision what?
14 Days of Love.